Hello and welcome back to Sherwood Park Toyota. Today we're looking at an Acura MDX Pack in the color gray. Let's take a look. Starting up front, underneath the hood, we have a 3.5-liter V6 engine, automatic transmission, gets up to 290 horsepower, 267 pound-foot of torque, towing capacity up to 5,000 pounds. Up front, you've got your LED headlights and customary daytime running lights. On to the side here, got 20-inch alloy wheels. Side mirrors include integrated turn signals. Then on both your front handles you'll find this little black button. We'll talk about him more on your driver's side. Going back, all of your rear windows do come with factory tinting. Approaching the back of the unit here, on the right hand side you have your SH all-wheel drive badge. Up top is the MDX badge. Underneath your Acura badge is your backup camera. To open up your cargo space, reach in next to the camera and press the button. You'll hear a little beep, and it should automatically raise up for you. So inside here we have access to both second and third row seating. Second row seating you can see has a 60-40 split on the right, allowing each side to function independently. For your third row seating, these guys have a solid bench seat. This guy works all at once and is currently laid down flat for storage purposes. If you're looking to lay your seat down flat, you can do so by releasing this little handle, this little button on the top outside corner of the seat itself. For your third row occupants, they have access to their own cup holder spaces. We also have the MDX carpeted mats, still in terrific condition. On the left, you'll find this little cutout storage space as well as some power outlets. And all the way across at both of the third row seats, the back of them, and dedicated floor space, you have the MDX labeled logo for this rear space cargo liner. So this guy has two purposes. First off, helps protect your vehicle from damage from your cargo, also protecting the cargo from your vehicle. Secondly, it is much easier to remove and clean your rear space. You can just take this out and rinse or shake any dirt or debris off, versus everything clinging to that typical carpeted interior. Then down below, you'll find this little handle. Raise this guy up to access more storage space. Underneath, you're able to lift this additional little cargo space out to access the porthole that you'll need to access your spare tire. Now, to close up your space back here, you can reach up to the handle on the right-hand side or just press the electronic button. Next, let's go take a look at the inside. So inside here, the interior upholstery is the black leather with black stitching. In between the two sides for your second row, they have a folding down armrest / cup holder, which can easily fold up and away to increase seating capacity. Then on the side of the seat, you'll find some little adjustments. You can also use these instead of the button on the back of the seat itself here in order to gain quick and easy access to your third row seats, or to simply move your seats around for comfort's sake. Now, looking forward on the back of your front passenger and front driver seats, you've got pouch storage. Back of the console, you have your air vent and third air conditioning control panel. This guy can be controlled from up front, but it does allow for your second and third row occupants to control their own fan speed, mode, and temperature. Underneath that, you have all of your charger adapters, and currently we have the Acura rubber mats installed in this unit. Inside the door, you've got your storage spaces, power window, and our first look at this wood grain trim. You'll find some of this throughout your front cab space. Back to this little button, this guy indicates keyless entry. You can use him to automatically lock your vehicle without having to press the button on the key fob. Inside the driver's door, power windows here for front and back, window locks, power lock system, and side mirror controls. Up front, you have the memory seat settings, which means electronic seating adjustment up front here for both driver and front passenger. Back, front, up, down, and lumbar support. You've got your hood release on the bottom left-hand corner. You can see the little symbol on the left there, as well as some of the interior lighting. Up top, we've got a few different controls, including for your parking brake and hold. You have all of your different sensors. You have your automatic washer for your lights. You also have defrost for your rear windshield wiper blade and traction control. Looking inwards, you have the power tilt and telescopic controls for your steering wheel. Taking a closer look at the steering wheel, up top you have paddle shifters. It is a black leather steering wheel with black stitching. Left side controls here for your hands-free communication. You also have your volume and radio controls, as well as your heated steering wheel. On the right-hand side is everything for the adaptive cruise control, and the adjustments are right here on the bottom. Up top, lastly, there is controls for your dash display. You also have your trip control here too. We have two different display screens in the middle here. Up top, these can be controlled using the button panels at the bottom. So through here you have access to the navigation, which is currently being displayed. Then you have your phone controls. So this is what you would use using the Bluetooth connectivity for your vehicle. And you can use these to add more if there is nobody connected there as well. Next to that is your information. So this is where you have things for the vehicle, including trip computer, voice, detail, traffic, incidents, etc. Then you have your audio listening. This can be controlled somewhat from this bottom menu, but you can see it up top too. So this is where you have access to your AM, FM, and satellite radio. You also have access to full Bluetooth connectivity and optional USB adapters and the aux as well. Lastly, up top you can see the CD player there too. Then that is your audio listening. You have your general menu settings. So in here you have access to save preset, playback, and channel. This is all for audio listening. You have more advanced options available next to that too. Settings are down below. So this is further things for navigation, camera, vehicle system settings, audio info, and phone. And then lastly at the bottom left is controls for going back. And then you have your controls for day and night and brightness. This is how you generally shift around. You can move it and then also twist it either way and press the button here to enter and exit things. Middle screen in between the two sides is all touch control. So as you can see, we've got your display here for all of your different audio listening, AM, FM, satellite radio, Bluetooth connectivity. You have your connections for everything for plugging in, so things like aux and USB inside of there too. Then going back, you can get in and out of things up top. You have access to shortcuts. You can use this to further adjust your personal experience. We have also got access to your climate display, which is controlled here too. And you have controls, as we said, for the controls in that third air conditioning control panel for second and third row occupants. So you can see it being displayed there. You have options for turning it on and off. You can put it on auto. You can have it on rear lock so it connects directly to whatever your front is displaying. You have all of the controls available to you through here. General displays for up front, you do have the dual options. You can see the controls on a button display here too. So you can either have temperatures synced up so they work together in unison, or you can turn that off if you want them to be functioning independent from one another. So to the left of this, you have your red push start ignition. Up top next to this, you also have your dash brightness. Then down below, you'll find this little pop away space. You can access some of your charger and adapters here, a little storage space inside. You have general storage in between in the back there. Then you have your button controls for your gear shift, cup holder spaces, and behind is the console. So this guy can either slide outwards or you can push it back. You have two different buttons inside. Left button allows you to access the storage space up top. On the right button, this gives you access to the storage that goes down deep inside, which can also be accessed from the front. This little sliding tray is over top of this whole area, so you can have it in whatever position works for you. A little hard to see at this angle, but there are plenty of different charger and adapters. Majority of them are accessible through the little storage space inside of your console. On the right hand side, down below, we've got a lockable glove box. Up overhead, you have access to everything from overhead lighting, SOS button. You've got 1, 2, and 3 dots right here. These guys are your garage door openers. Overhead lighting is up here, and then of course sunglasses compartment and controls for the moonroof. Thanks again, folks, for joining us on this full video tour for this Acura MDX Tech Pack. It is located here at Sherwood Park Toyota at 31 Automobile Road in Sherwood Park Toyota. You can also reach us at 780-306-7703. And remember, life is full of choices. Let us be yours.